Guys, I see it, and I know you see it all the time. The person in the Tesla shooting by you, they gotta be first at the red light. They gotta be first at the stop sign. They buy these cars, man, they pay a lot of money for these vehicles, for these Teslas. And when they get an open stretch of road, they burst with acceleration only to come to another stop, whether it's traffic, another stop sign, or another traffic light that turned red. Just like these people that buy these Hellcats or these Dodge Demons that have 900 horsepower, 850 horsepower, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? These roads ain't no racetrack. They spend $100 and some $1,000. Most of these are young kids living with their mommy and daddy. They're paying $1,200, $1,300 a month for a simple momentary burst of acceleration. You shoot down a road, maybe a quarter mile, maybe 700, 800 feet, only to come to another stop. Most of these SUVs that are sold today have 400 or 500 horsepower. Most of these big four-door trucks, the big four-door trucks, with a fancy touchscreen, and it makes you feel like you're living in Buck Rogers' future or the Jetsons' future. They sapsuckered you into. They have 500, 600, 700 horsepower. So that you can dart from stop sign to stop sign or traffic signal to traffic signal, only to sit behind someone in traffic. What happens to these people is they're duped by the car commercial. They're fooled. They are completely, and I mean they are completely suckered in to these commercials where they see the brand new four-door truck or the brand new big-time SUV on a beautiful road, gorgeous with gorgeous scene, gorgeous sunny day. There is nobody in sight. There's not even people standing alongside the road in these commercials. And they think by buying that, they're going to be magically transported into this alternate reality where they're going to be the only one on a road. They're going to have that road all to themselves. And when this doesn't happen, they become so angry and they become so frustrated that they take it out on everybody on the road that's around them. They feel like, and this just doesn't happen here, this is everywhere in the United States, they feel like, well, I'm going to tailgate this person and I'm going to push them. I'm going to force them to go faster. And it just don't happen. That doesn't happen. I told you guys before about Mr. Trump. You think he's going to wave his magic wand, that gold wand with a big diamond in it, that fairy wand, and he's going to make everything better? No, guys, it can't. It's not even not going to happen. It can't happen. Okay, you cannot turn this around. It's mechanically and physically and mentally impossible. And I'll explain the mechanic part of it. You see, people have become so self-entitled that no matter who becomes president, the times have created self-entitlement with people. The greed and what's available and the freedoms that America gave people have created a mechanism of jealousy, hate. Along that comes violence, evilness. It cannot be turned around. I tell people, look at Trump's running mate, Taylor Greene. What would happen if somebody would assassinate Trump? You would have Taylor Greene in there as president of the United States. How do you think, you're saying, oh, well, she'd probably do a better job than Joe Biden would. She might. She just might. You might be right about that. But what you need to think of is, what is the rest of the world going to think of her, and how the rest of the world is going to react to a snobbish blonde as president of the United States? Do you really think that's a good idea? It's a very bad idea. All you see is her wearing a diamond necklace, mink coats. This is all the time. Taylor Greene is basically a snob from the Washington, D.C. subs. She's a completely self-entitled white person. Okay, I'm going to get off the politics. We're going to go back to the present state of America, where 98, if not 99% of the population of the United States of America is now self-entitled. That means they're selfish. You have the men that act like women because they think that by acting like a woman, they'll have a better chance of getting a hot chick. There's no more such thing as a man's man in America. There's very, very few men's men anymore. The guys talk like women. They act like women. They drop their words. They slur their words like a woman does. They move their head, and they have body language like a woman does. And a lot of them even dress like a woman. They wear real short socks with the multicolored sandals, or they wear tight shorts. They try to mimic females because they believe that's what a female likes and that's what attracts them. You take this motorcycle instance, the big dog. It's an old school bike. It has no gas gauge, has no fuel gauge, has no alarm system. It doesn't even have an anti-theft system. It has no front fork lock. And for me, it's very easy to keep track of my gas and what gear I'm in. But see, what the kind of people you have today in the motorcycle world want is, first of all, you have to realize the people that are getting into bikes now, the new crowd, they're soft. They're very soft people. They want a motorcycle that has GPS, an alarm system, a gear indicator, fuel gauge, anti-theft system, push button start. That's what they want. And if it doesn't have that, and they don't care what they have to pay. They don't care what they have to pay. And then you see them all the time. You see them up in Sturgis with the do-rag on, the Harley-Davidson t-shirt, Harley-Davidson pants, Harley-Davidson shoes, Harley-Davidson watch, Harley-Davidson lighter, Harley-Davidson socks, Harley-Davidson underwear, Harley-Davidson glasses, Harley-Davidson earring, Harley-Davidson. They're all Harley'd up, all Harley'd up. And then they go home with the bike on the trailer in their 4-door truck with the big touchscreen, where they could change the colors of the touchscreen, the lights that go around the dashboard, they could change the colors of those, the startup chimes in the truck, the voice that's behind the GPS and the touchscreen. They could change that to different. They spend days, literally they spend days, guys, changing these colors and these voices. They spend more time on their vehicle, whether it's an SUV or truck. They spend more time on that than they do fixing up their house. And you have to understand, because they pay 80, 90, over $100,000 for some of these vehicles. You know, you can't buy a 4-door truck today for under $80,000. Some of them are well over $120,000. We're just talking about a regular pickup truck that has 4 doors. The 2023 Jeep Rubicon is over $85,000. SUV, you can't touch an SUV for under $45,000 today. You know, so these people, they feel like since they're paying so much for them, they have to get their money's worth out of them by literally going out 7 to 10 times a day, just buying God knows what. They don't even know what they're buying. They feel like by going out and buying something with this expensive vehicle, they feel like they're getting their money's worth out of the vehicle. You know, and like I said, God help you if you're in front of one of these people in traffic. God help you. God help you. Because they don't think anybody should be on the road but them, because they're duped by these car commercials. Like I told you guys, the level of pumped up, how people pump themselves up to the level of pumped upness they pump themselves up to, this cannot be turned around. The state of America right now, it cannot. No matter what any president does, it won't turn around. It won't change for a long, long time. And I'm talking about 50 to 80, possibly 100 years. It won't change. All that's going to happen to this country is things are going to get a heck of a lot worse. For the next 80 years, it'll just get harder to earn money. Things will get more expensive. There will be more suicides, more shootings, more mass shootings, more anger, and more anger in the stores and on the road. There's going to just be a lot, everything's going to increase by 10 to 50 times worse. That's all that's going to happen. It cannot be turned around. And it's because of what people want. It's because of their greed. It's like I told you guys before, when new things come out, okay, the Karens and Darrens have to have them because their friends have them, or they have to buy it to impress somebody. Okay, they're going to cost, these things are going to cost more and more and more and more. So they're going to have to earn the money to buy these things. Whether it's the Apple Watch or the smartphone or the vehicle with the big touch screen or an AI robot, they're going to have to buy them to feel like they are with the times and with their friends. Or it's going to impress some girl. And these things are going to cost more money. They're going to cost a lot of money. And they're going to go out there and they're going to be hustling to and from places, holding down 3 to 4 jobs to generate this money to buy this crap. And they don't care who they're going to step on or whose life they're going to ruin or who they're going to kill to get this crap. And the more these things come out, the more expensive they get, the worse you're going to see. The worse it's going to be. And I'm 100% right. I am 100% right. I'm 100% spot on with this. So prepare yourself, for people are going to become more violent than ever and more selfish than you can even imagine. prepare yourself. That's why I have two assault rifles. I have literally thousands of rounds of ammunition. And I am mentally ready to defend my home. You might have a weapon, but are you mentally ready? You need to get yourself mentally ready to where you can discern having to shoot someone that's going to come and barge in your house, or not to shoot someone coming in your house. You have to understand that space in between both of those. When to do it and when not to do it. So as for the motorcycle, I have two people that saved my ad, but naturally I haven't heard anything from them. And what these people do, guys, is, like I told you before, they save the ad in case if they're going to hit the Powerball, which never going to happen. And I made my ad very clear that I'm not going to respond to anybody other than someone wanting to set an appointment up to see the bike. And I'm not going to respond to, hey, can I have more? I'm very interested. Can I have more pictures? Hey, what is this? What is the history? I'm not responding to none of that, because I learned in the past, all they do is pull your. All this is they're pulling your chain. They're trying to make you suffer because they're suffering. That's all it is. Any of you guys that are trying to sell your bike, whatever kind of bike it is, you have to understand that there's a lot of people, man, that are broke right now. 3/4 of the country right now is broke. I was told this by a bank. 3 years ago, I was told this by a bank. 76% of the nation is broke. So these people, when they see someone that has, they're going to try to make you suffer as much as they can. So, and all the young kids, they're like, oh, no, it can't be like this, because they have their heads buried in bullcrap. They have their heads buried in a false world of marijuana. They have their heads buried in bullcrap they see on YouTube, and these fairy tales they're listening to on YouTube. And that's not the way the real world is. That's not the way adults in America are. Adults in America are selfish, they're greedy, and they're rotten to the core people. Rotten to the core. You can just see it, man. Wherever you go, you can see the distrust in people have for one another. They completely have no trust for anyone outside of their household. I'm so glad I'm not home remodeling anymore. I am so happy that I'm not doing that hell anymore. So tomorrow I have to go out. The motorcycle is operating flawlessly right now. I'm going to start running 93 octane in the bike. I was putting a regular 89 in it with the Lucas upper cylinder lubricant, and I haven't had any problems with that gas or that Lucas stuff. But what I'm going to start doing now is, once this tank goes out, I'm going to start putting 93 or 94 in the tank with the Lucas, or with the Lucas upper cylinder gas treatment. It's upper cylinder lubricant, but I call it Lucas gas treatment. And there is a performance difference with that stuff, guys. I have no idea what the chemical reaction is with the gas, but I've noticed it in my car. It makes my car more powerful. It makes the gasoline cleaner. It makes the bike, the inside of the engine cleaner, and it gives more power to the bike. And I only put in I think I put in about 2 ounces with the bike per full tank. With the car, I put in 6 ounces with 24 gallons of gas. Okay, this year we're not going to go on a vacation either, guys. I can't, man, I can't swing it. I can't afford it. You know, a vacation on a budget is down to the Outer Banks. Is like I need at least $2,400, and you know that went to the floors I'm doing, because I'm starting on my living room floor now, and I don't have it. I just don't have an extra $2,400 to blow on a vacation. I'd love to go. I'd love to go on a vacation, but it's just not going to happen. Next year, yeah, next year I'm planning to go again, but it's just I just can't swing it, man. I can't afford it. So, all right, guys. You know, I don't think the motorcycle man's going to sell no matter what I do to it. Even if I put flames on it, I don't think it's going to make a difference in the world. I really don't. Because, like I told you, because the kind of people, man, the kind of men that are in America today, they're soft. You know, and no matter what you do to the bike, it's not enough.